What do the students call you, Mrs. Kent? That simple question carries the weight of a life.
Her answer is just as simple.
Catherine, the Duchess of Kent, who spent 41 years serving the crown, not under Hollywood spotlights or with multi-million-dollar streaming deals, but inside classrooms teaching music, smiles and replies. They call me Mrs. Kent. A modest title, yet richer in meaning than any jewel-encrusted coronet. In her, you see an almost forgotten idea, duty without theatrics. She didn't walk away from royal life to chase book sales, podcasts, or brand deals. She left quietly, to ask children if they remembered their scales. For 4 decades she stood in front of pupils, choosing the life of an ordinary teacher. The paradox, of course, is that her humility reveals the deepest form of nobility. Now, across the Atlantic, we meet Meghan Markle, a duchess who lasted less than 2 years before rejecting the royal mold. But here's the irony. While she claimed titles were burdensome inside the palace, outside, she embraces them. On letters, on stationery, on signatures, it's not Meghan, it's the Duchess of Sussex. On occasion, even Her Royal Highness. After all, titles may be oppressive at court, but embossed on a gift card? Suddenly indispensable. This is the contrast laid bare. One duchess, content to be called Mrs., after decades of service. Another, reluctant to let anyone forget the grandeur attached to her name, even after vowing not to use it. One found dignity in setting aside status. The other clings to it, as though it were a lifeline. Catherine chose the voices of children calling her Mrs. Meghan, meanwhile, insists the world never forgets Duchess, lest anyone mistake her for, heaven forbid, just Meghan from Los Angeles. And isn't it curious? She left the monarchy to escape the weight of titles, the archaic institution, the constant scrutiny. Yet those very titles follow her, not just in public life, but even in private letters to friends. Perhaps even intimacy, for her, requires a dash of aristocratic branding. Meanwhile, Mrs. Kent taught music in Hull. Hull. Hardly the stuff of Netflix pitches. There's no fortune to be made from a child squeaking through Twinkle, Twinkle on a violin. But she chose that path knowingly, trading grandeur for meaning. So here we stand with 2 duchesses. One gave up splendor and earned respect. The other gave up service but demands recognition. Humility on one side, entitlement on the other. And maybe the real crown isn't something worn on the head, but carried quietly in the heart. In that sense, Mrs. Kent remains the true royal of the two.